New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to morning prayer for Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. My name is Muro. I'm a prayer practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network, and I am honored and delighted to be able to spend this time with you in prayer. And congratulations if you got the time right today, since here in the United States, we changed our clocks. So, is there anything that you would like prayer for today? By all means, do let me know. You can either put something into the comments or you can submit a prayer request online right here at www.ntmedia.org/prayer. And this allows you to ask for either a prayer or even a full prayer session, which is a way that we as practitioners and ministers can go deeper into whatever it is that you want to explore, so that we can eliminate things that are limiting us, so that we can increase those things that bring about a greater sense of freedom and a greater sense of who and whose we truly are. So, this morning, this is what I would like to share with you. This is from Fear to Faith, a daily guide to finding solace in an uncertain world by Reverend Dr. Dale Olansky. This is what she wrote. To live a life of happiness and freedom, we must become aware of the thoughts and beliefs lodged in our subconscious that weigh us down. And I really like the way this is written because it speaks to so many different truths. And it is absolutely something that I can really relate to. We look at the idea of how we want to live our life. It's not necessarily the life that is going to be given to us, if you will, from the outside, but rather how we want to experience our own life. Do we want a life of happiness? Do we want a life of freedom? Well, to do so, there are things that we need to do to bring that about. And it starts with our awareness. It starts with our ability and our agreement, if you will, to go within, to search, to seek, to explore, even in those darkest of places. So I'll invite you to consider what it is that would bring a greater sense of happiness and freedom to your life. Give some consideration to the thoughts and beliefs that you operate on, the things that are within your subconscious, whether they come from your family, they come from your society, they come from the headlines, they come from social media, they come from fears and doubts, whatever they might be. Consider these, and let's go into prayer. So I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever allows you to be safe and focused. I take that deep breath so that I can feel myself centered and grounded. And I recognize first and foremost that this is my way of speaking with Spirit. This is my way of aligning with Spirit. This is my way of establishing a stronger connection with loving Spirit. And I start with a recognition that while all is within God, and that there can be no duality, that there is only the one, I also recognize that I have the opportunity, the freedom to either hold to that connection or to deny it or to forget it. And certainly for my life to be fulfilling, for my life to be rewarding, I need to be able to be open to that connection. I need to be open to that love. And so, excuse me, I start with the awareness of my openness. I start with an awareness of whether or not I recognize in any given moment that I am not alone, that I am not left to my own devices, that I have the support and the love and the grace of God within me. Not something I have to ask for, not something that I have to bargain for, not something that I have to earn, but rather something that is literally part of my divine birthright. And so recognizing that I have all of this within me, I am now aware that I have the opportunity to take these abilities, to take these tools, to take all that I am, and to allow that to work in my life. And so for me to be able to realize, for me to be able to make real in my life all that I have been given, I need to take the idea, take that feeling, take that knowledge that is within and use it. As simple as that might sound, there are so many times when I do not do that. And therefore, I know that today, for me to be able to realize my greatest good, that I need to consider what I carry with me in my day. What do I carry with me in my consciousness? What do I carry in my heart? What do I carry on my mind? Which of those things are beneficial to me and which of those things, excuse me, truly weigh me down? The more that I allow my doubts and uncertainties, the more that I allow my aggravations and my biases to weigh me down, the more difficult it is for me to move comfortably through life. The more difficult it is for me to move gracefully, that is, with the grace of God through my life. And so I choose today to release those burdens, to release that additional weight that provides no benefit. And I start my day as if I were preparing for a hike, knowing that I need to carry certain things with me, and I need not carry others. And so as I lighten my load of the things that are unnecessary in my life, I now have the room and the opportunity and the strength and the focus and the energy for those things that can bring about the greatest possible result. Because life is a journey. And life is a journey that we get to pack for each and every day. Do we choose? Do I choose to hold on to things that are not providing a benefit, Or do I choose to release them so that I can embrace those things that bring about a greater sense of freedom, a greater sense of confidence, a greater sense of the reality of who and whose I am? And so I allow my thoughts to turn away from lack and towards abundance. I allow my thoughts to turn away from bias, away from exclusivity, and towards inclusivity, and towards not only acceptance, but celebration. This is how I live a more fulfilling life today. There is no day that is more important than this day, because this is the day that I have been given. This is the day that I have to provide to the world what has been provided to me. And in doing so, there is that wonderful reciprocity of give and receive, of love and be loved. It's not transactional. It's not, if you do this for me, I will do that for you, but rather it is this flow. And allowing the flow of life, the flow of love, the flow of God itself, whether I say God or Allah, the universe, whatever term I use, I'm speaking of the same power of love. And to allow myself to be part of that, to recognize that I am that brings about so much more than I could ever imagine. And so today, this is my prayer on behalf of myself and on behalf of all others, that we allow our thoughts and our actions to be in alignment with the truth of who and whose we are. And we shine. We shine through the darkness. We shine and glow in this magnificent way. And so this is my word, which I release to the law which always says yes. And so it is. To live a life of happiness and freedom, we must become aware of the thoughts and beliefs lodged in our subconscious that weigh us down. The freedom that we create as a result of doing that is magnificent. Hello, Garrett. Let's see. Garrett says, loving spirit, I thank you, Lord, for the importance of surrounding myself with positive thoughts and energy to program our subconscious mind to experience the freedom of life and endless happiness. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And so it is indeed. All right, folks. Choose to have a magnificent day today. Choose to live your life as fully and freely as possible. And know that in that choice, there is a realization. All right. So I am out of here. I will see you tomorrow, and know without a doubt that you are loved and you are love. See you tomorrow.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.